the Mr.
That's
I'm getting
it.
stuff organized for the Mr. Sis's birthday today.
Okay. Today is a national holiday before the August 1st holiday. Okay. Before the August 1st national holiday. Today is a national holiday. Okay. Someone was born on this day. He has locks.
Today.
He has locks and a background and a microphone next to him. Okay.
You know, that's a funny story. That I finally confirmed my birthday when my mom was here.
I think we should have
really?
took off and went to somewhere real special today. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, could have went to McDonald's and got some chicken nuggets.
No, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
The way it's smelling up in here, ain't no McDonald's don't exist today, okay?
You sure? Because we can get them chicken nuggets.
No, McDonald's don't exist today.
Oh, okay. I thought
The way it smell up in here, my stomach is howling at me.
Well, we can get chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all. I am grateful.
Well, hold on, mister. Hold on,
yes, ma'am. Let me be quiet.
Before we get started.
My fault for talking.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Because, practice is start, record, teach. I just want to wish you an extremely happy birthday. Deaunna's 8. The last 7.5 years have been the most exciting, exhilarating, frustrating, flip your world upside down 7.5 years. But it has been the greatest journey because this last 7.5 years has been with you. And I am grateful because I am where I am today because of you. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and working out the physically part. Because, I'm about to be over there with Renee with no, extra wing, we ain't gonna have the issue no more, But I just want to say happy birthday. You've worked in the last 7.5 years. You've worked harder than anybody I know. You've sacrificed more than anybody I know. Your humbleness, your Jesus qualities, your Jesus attitude. Sometimes I'd be like, why don't you just snap and flip a table and knock them out? You'd be like, no, we're not going to do that. I've learned a lot from you. So I am grateful to have journeyed these 7.5 years with you. And I'm so happy to share your birthday with you. So happy birthday, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. Enjoy it, love it, have fun. I'm surprised you're not going to be working today. I'm proud of you. Happy birthday.
You didn't see that look on his face.
I did.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate y'all.
Happy birthday, Antonio.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel young.
You should, because you are.
Yes, and my clothes fit so well. You just have they just, Jerome, they fit so well.
Are you in a medium yet, Antonio?
Yeah, if I stand up, 16 white girls will fall out like Michael Jackson. Remember the 80s, he can turn his head to the right. Oh, Michael.
Only because it's your birthday, I'm gonna let you get away with saying that.
With that big ooh on it.
Oh, Michael. Just stand there. You just stand up. No, Deaunna, I absolutely take credit for everything good in your life. It is all me. I did that. And you would be nowhere without me. No, I'm just joking. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself.
You had to wait all the way to next year when she had speech again.
I couldn't help myself.
Hold to a month. Got it.
It was too wide open, Grace.
See you, Otis?
Yes, it was too wide open. Funny story.
Encrusted staff.
What'd you say? Oh, diamond encrusted staff. Well,
where is your diamond encrusted staff?
Oh, well,
she's saying you Moses is what she's saying.
Yes.
With the bling bling.
I gotta drop off some briefcases before I get a diamond encrusted staff. You understand? That's it. Grace, you're looking skinny.
Thank you. I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
Please don't. I'm not gonna try and correct you. No.
Yeah. When I played that video, in case y'all don't, let me show y'all real quick. Y'all look at Grace now. And then let's see. This one. Nope, gotta put up.
While he's pulling that up, I did put his Cash App in the chat for those of you who would like to celebrate in Antonio's birthday today.
Oh, y'all are so nice. I appreciate you.
I'll be like my pastor. We got Cash App, we take Zelle, we even take EBT. You just gotta give us your card and your PIN number. Okay, that's my pastor saying it all the time.
I do take food stamps.
Zale,
I ain't got no problem with no food stamps.
Venmo.
Yeah.
Come on, Renee, put it to
Okay, got the Venmo too.
Look,
Okay,
that's all I don't you need is food stamps.
EBT.
She can finally afford to live out there in the Bay Area. I think everybody in the Bay Area ought to get food stamps on general principle. General principle, Grace. Everybody ought to get food stamps.
California, just California, alone, and New York.
Look, a monthly stipend just because.
Y'all look at Grace. Hold on. How plump she is.
Not plump.
There she goes.
Voluptuous.
Look. Hold on. Here she comes. There she go. There she go. Look at her. She plump. Look at you. Looking like you drink 2 Coca-Colas every morning.
Yeah, that's what,
Now look at it. Now she's in a medium.
That is so exaggerated. Grace, I'm coming up there. Something needs to happen here because now he's doing too much. I don't care it's your birthday, but you're still doing too much.
You can't even see her chin. Look at it. We can't even see. Of course, all y'all audio, I am absolutely exaggerating as what Deaunna said. I'm doing way too much, y'all. No way. She probably 5 pounds different, y'all. I'm just embellishing. Just embellishing. That's me. That's what I do. Deaunna, could you post all the stuff I asked you to help me repeat? Oh, thank y'all. Some of y'all, my phone going on. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you. I was going to say something. Oh, yes. Fun fact. I forgot to tell y'all, but I now know my real birthday. If you don't know, I never knew my real birthday. I was told July 20th, but then the state of Texas had July 27th. Blah, blah, blah. But when my mom was here, she knew my birthday. And I brought it up. I asked and said, hey, what's my birthday? She matter-of-factly said July 20th. And she didn't just say that. She knew the time in which.
She your mama. That's it.
She knew the day of the week.
She was there.
Okay.
She was there.
Okay. It was like push. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she knew the day of the week and the time. And if I tell you, I went and looked at my birth certificate, she was on time with the time.
That's it. What time were you born, sir?
Yeah.
I think it was 10:11. She said it was, I think it said 10:12 or 8:12. And she said it was 8 a.m. And she said no, because I think it got the birth certificate got 1 minute after what she said. She said, no, you was born at this time. They wrote it down at that time. I said, yes, ma'am.
Come on, Mama Linda. She said, I know when my baby was born.
Yeah. I said, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Linda Fabe, you know it, okay?
Yeah, buddy. I said, yes, ma'am. If y'all read The Cities of Celeria, y'all know my mother. And just trust. She is something else.
I love Mama Linda.
Yes.
Woo! I like that, sir. All right, now.
Yes. I love it.
ATS Leeds is already out here shining, as you can see. And what I'm getting ready to do is tell y'all what I'm doing, how it applies to Tracey and Deaunna and everybody else that I'm using examples out of. There's the logo. I didn't design it. I have a friend of mine that whenever I can't design something, I give it to him. He always does a better job. We hired our first celebrity yesterday. Got to pay for marketing anyway. Might as well get a celebrity to talk about it. See, y'all supposed to be stealing. And so we got a celebrity to talk about it. And we pumped out, I don't know, 10,000 leads yesterday or something. And it's still going.
Still going.
Created a business builder book. Ain't that what you called it? Business builder book.
Workbook, business builder workbook.
So when you sign up, there's a very extensive form you have to fill out. It's not for the faint of heart. Okay? It's not for the faint of heart. It has 6 steps and it's very detailed. It forces you to think about your business. Remember, you have a sales model, you have a business model. Mostly I don't have either one, but you have to have a process when you're getting stuff. And that's what we're going to talk and maybe kind of wrap up today. Deaunna, read some of those questions real quick because they are sales model related. Read ones that's relevant for whatever you think is relevant. You don't have to share the screen or nothing, but
all right.
I want you to, if I'm going to get Deaunna leads, which Deaunna actually has an email called Deaunna leads, by the way. If I'm going to get Deaunna leads, I have to ask questions. Okay, we have just entered into the teaching moment. That's what it's preaching time.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, that's what we have.
Before you
need a title.
Yes. Now, are you still doing the title from yesterday? Perfecting your sales process with Antonio's sales model and AI.
Part 2.
Part 2. Okay.
Part 2. This will be.
I'm ready.
Okay. Read me a question. I just need to show something.
Okay. So utilize leads to drive sales, increase revenues, and grow your business. Write down how you will utilize the leads that you receive monthly to drive sales, increase revenues, and grow your business.
Well, accidental, because that's common sense. They make money is what somebody would say.
The transition from an email conversation to a booked call is a crucial step in the sales funnel. Set a goal to increase the percentage of emails that result in scheduled calls. You can measure your success by tracking the number of calls booked in relation to the volume of emails sent. List the ideas that you can use to get your potential customers to schedule a call with you from the emails that you send.
Okay, that's not the one I was looking for or something, but that was actually pretty good. No, that was actually more than what I wanted. There's a lot there. So let's give you a process. Deaunna is who you want. Everybody okay with that? And I thank you all for the birthday wishes if I haven't said that. And I got my book, Phil and Susan. Yes, I got my book. I can't reach it now, but yeah. I put it on the other side of my desk to not forget it, and I forgot it. But I got my book. Thank y'all so much. Deaunna is who you want, but where is Deaunna? Right? All right, we're going to write down a series of steps. The 4 things you need to be successful as an entrepreneur. Write that down. 4 things you need to be successful as an entrepreneur. 1, you need attention. 2, you need to get a congregation, or I should say 5 things you need. 2, you need to get a congregation. 3, you need to follow their attention. 4, you need to jump in front of that attention. 5, you need to close the sale. I went through that fast because we just did this like 3 or 4 days ago. 1, get attention. 1, get a congregation. 2, follow their attention. 3, jump in front of that attention. I messed up somewhere. Okay, let me start over. 1, get attention. There it is. 1, get attention. 2, get a congregation. 3, jump in front of follow their attention. 4, jump in front of that attention. 5, have the fortitude to close the sale. That's not in the book anywhere. It's something that I made up through human experience, but that's how it works. We're going to go deeper into that now. Finding Deaunna is one of the most difficult things to do on the planet. We discovered yesterday that Deaunna costs anywhere between, at low end, $85, at high end, $212 on average. That's average. Everybody got that? In my particular case, Deaunna cost me $26,000. In order to get a Deaunna, I had to spend $26,000. That's not a joke. I paid $7,000 to get into the Les Brown Institute. I think that's what it was called. Was it? Yeah. Okay. Les Brown Institute. And then I paid they gave me $1,000 discount per person. So I paid for Shannon, Tempest, and Michelle or Deaunna. Michelle. I think it was Michelle. Shannon, Tempest, Michelle. So it's a 6 times 3, Jerome. That's 18. So that's $25,000. 7 plus 18, 7,000 plus 18,000. That's 25,000. Then I was off. Then in order to get there, I had to pay another $1,000 to get to the event in which I met Deaunna. It's $26,000 just to get in front of her and say, hey, you know who I am? 26,000. And I almost blew it. She almost, you understand. If I didn't do a good job, she wouldn't have heard my name. I almost blew it. Deaunna cost me $26,000. Is that okay? So how do you get a Deaunna who's worth $26 million to your organization? Are you willing to spend $26,000 for an Deaunna? Absolutely. If not, you cuckoo. Why does Antonio treat Deaunna well? Because for one, she cost me $26,000, so we go together. But for one, and two, she has impacted, contributed far more than that. 26,000 Deaunna. So how do you go find Deaunnas? How many of you out there recognize if you had one Deaunna, one Susan, and one Jerome, you really wouldn't have no business problems?
Facts.
Because Deaunna's no Deaunnas, Susan's no Susans, and Jerome's no Jeromes. Is this okay? If you did a conference with Deaunna, Susan, and Jerome, that would be 3 different type of meals.
Yes, it would.
Okay. And you can't come with no fluff. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about the fluff. Yeah, y'all been on the conferences and they go, they like one of the modules is actually time management. Like, how dare you teach me about time management again? Like, what is this about? What kind of new spin? Anyway, I won't go too hard. But I'm gonna be Deaunna approved for my birthday. I will tone it down. That's not really saying much though, because even the toned down version of me is too much. That's not really saying nothing at all. So never mind. I wonder if it say, oh yes. So how do you get a Deaunna? How many of you right now are having serious trouble finding where your customers are? It's one of the hardest things to do. Let me get voices and hands. It
Yes.
determines how long I stay here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta admit, yeah.
It's one of the hardest things to do. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to do. Okay, that seems to be most people.
Me too.
Okay. It's difficult. It's genuinely one of the hardest things to do. And I can tell you, well, Deaunna, if you jump in front of somebody's audience and you could use software, I could do all that, but I won't. I'll simplify it because I've tried. Penelope, I've tried 1,000 things. I went to the softwares that they said. I looked at Russell Brunson that they said, and I did I did everything that they said. Now, one of the problems I have as a business man is most of the people doing what I want to do are white. But that's not a problem, but it is a problem. It's a two-edged sword. It's a two-edged sword because their advice is rock solid. But then when I try it with my Black face, it don't work out with my Black audience, even though I have actually mostly white audience. So, but you get what I'm saying? No, it doesn't. Like, this isn't, I'm not bringing up race. I'm bringing up common sense. There are some, just flip it. Take Phil into the hood using Antonio tactics and see if it works out or is offensive. Phil go to the hood. Y'all ain't shit. I ain't gonna lie to you at all. No.
He not gonna make it out.
Okay, then. Thank you
No,
so
he
much.
not.
Not at all.
I sure
Not
appreciate
at
you.
all.
I
Not.
sure appreciate you. So
If he make it in.
okay. So you get it. Sometimes I'll do something and it's like, oh my God, okay, that did not work. Thank you, Gary V, but that didn't work over here. But I do appreciate you, Grant Cardone. It didn't work over here. And I get that. So I've tried everything. Here is how I start finding my audience. This is the number one thing that worked for me. Is this okay? The number one thing that worked for me is bifurcated, though. It's a lead magnet, but we have to do a little different. The number one thing worked for me was putting something out and making somebody work. Putting something out and making somebody work. That's actually one thing. It's just bifurcated. It's like saying, it's a black and yellow car. Putting something out and making someone work. And I will explain right here. How many of you, let me ask you this question. I'm gonna poll my audience real quick. How many of you tried everything everybody told you and you still can't find your audience? Let me see if I'm in the right place. You did all this stuff. Let me see. Okay, I got 3. No, I can only help you according to what you're saying right now. Okay, I got another me in the chat. Okay, I got 4. All right. How many of you have a little bit of success, but not as much success as you want finding your audience? Okay, some of the same hands went back up again, like that. Got you. All right, so still most of us again. You have to make people work if you want to find your audience. It's called separating the sheep from the goats. It's the truth. It's the truth. Here's how. If I want to find a Deaunna, would you like to know what I would do? Finding a Deaunna and finding, I'll use Nikki. Okay, I don't want to use Nikki. I've told you before, all Nikki's are grown. Like, they just come out the womb grown. I've never seen a baby Nikki. Like, I've never seen a baby seagull. I saw a conspiracy theory that said all seagulls work for the CIA.
That's it.
They actually CIA drones with cameras, because you never seen a baby seagull. And
pigeon. Or pigeon.
I went, I've never seen a baby pigeon. But anyway, I digress. If I want to find a Deaunna, and so why am I using a Deaunna? Deaunna is one of those people that she's gonna be with AT&T until the day she dies. Yeah. Who knows what I'm talking about? Like
really? For real? No, for real.
Just
because I have AT&T, it has been for you. I'm just trying to understand, why do you know that, and why do you
see?
Really?
Jerome, she watched it go from Bell South.
And no, it's not Bell South, because I'm in California. It was northern Bell. I forgot, but I'm not talking to you. I'm who am I talking to?
Yeah, I forgot to change in California. She watched the breakup. She watched Singular come back out, and AT&T by themselves all the way back. And
by the way, it was Pacific Bell, if you really need to know.
Pacific Bell, that's what it was. That's right.
First of all, how did you know she was with AT&T? That's what I want to know, spy. Okay.
Because she was somebody. She's at the proper age. She would have got something then, and she ain't changed him. These ain't never did me wrong. You can have it could be her husband with a whole network marketing company saying, well, just God, we're not gonna go. We're not gonna do that. But I will help you though. I will help you get customers. I will help you get customers. But no, we're not changing over AT&T. These are people who are open-minded, willing to take risk, but once they latch on to something, they don't latch off. These are customers you want. That's called it's called customer lifetime value. It's like how some of y'all go to Walmart just to hang out. Don't fool me now. You understand? Some of y'all go to Walmart just to hang out. You know, you walk up and down every aisle. This is why I refuse to go to Walmart with you. I ain't even trying to go to Walmart. But when I do, it's for a toothbrush. In, out. That's it. So that's why we want a Deaunna, because a Deaunna is going to be your organization for 80 years. So how do we find a Deaunna? You make a Deaunna work. This is how here's the difference. Here is the difference. If I put something out, that's the key to everything. If you want to find your audience, Tracey, you got to put something out. And then in this particular case, I don't mean just content. I am talking about a lead magnet in this case, in which there are lead magnets you don't have people doing anything with. But this one, nah, this is where you build a landing page. Yeah. You hear me? You build a landing page on this one. As a matter of fact, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. It'll be finished. I think it is finished, really. I just got to add the logo or whatever. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about.
So when you say build a landing page, that's in the section where you put something out?
You got to put, well, it's coming. See, look here, ATS leads. Deaunna, you're just not.
Whoop, whoop, come on, come
it's
on.
not like literally, boom, get this. Okay. So I'm trying to tell you that you got to put something out. Not yet, Grace. Tracey's going to put out a video or something. It's what we've been going. All them 20, remember I did them 25 lead magnets for such and such. But this time, if you ask for name and email only, you're probably not going to get a Deaunna. Probably not. Probably not. You're probably not. You know why? Because when you say, get my free book or get my free ebook, and it's just give me your email, that's a great thing to do. Yep. It's a great thing to do. Do that because you're going to get a lot of customers. You understand, Tracey? You're going to get a lot of customers, Tracey. But the more work you make someone do, the higher that lead is. Allow me to explain because I'm contradicting myself. You want it to be very easy to get into your organization. No work. Ooh, I saw a video with Tracey. Ooh, I signed up. Bam. No work. At the same time, we're not talking about leads. We're talking about a Deaunna quality leads. That's what you call high ticket sales. That's what you call high quality leads. And that form needs to take 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. Did y'all see it? That form needs to take 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. You know why? Because the person who really don't want to change ain't spending 5 to 10 minutes to fill out some form. They're not. On top of that, when you ask a difficult question, I know this is too much. I'll have to come back to this later. While we all do that, the people, now your conversion rate will drop, but your customer quality will increase significantly. Should you build a business model with only this type of thing? Sure, you can. I don't. But I'm not Bentley. I'm not trying to sell 25 cars. I'm trying to sell 25 cars a minute. I'm not Bentley. No, I'm not Bentley at all. Can y'all see this thought process? I'm trying to teach you how to get a Jerome. I don't know what he's selling, but I want all of it, Grace. That's what Jerome said. And the form was extensive. There's another way to do this. You can keep your form moderate, but that landing page needs to be extensive It needs to have a lot of information. A lot of information. If you look at the ATS leads, let me show you. And there's no sense in trying to even hide something. Doesn't make, look, here it is. Amplify your leads, Jerome. Blah, blah, blah. Join our mailing list. And then I went back and counted all the old clients. Got a whole note. And then right here, just tells you everything and everything. And then everything. And then every step-by-step guide, everything. And then everything more. Transfer your leads. And then everything more. And everything more. Contact us. And there, there's the prices. Ain't no sense in me lying about it.
That's it.
This is the other way you, this is the other way you, there's no sense in me lying about it. Look, man, it's right. Look, Tracey. Remind me to come back to an inappropriate example, okay, Grace? Remind me, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna come back to inappropriate example so y'all can understand. Okay, here it is, Launchpad, Send Growth, Orbit, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm trying to do? Anybody who going, oh man, I just want it. Nope, get your away from here. Thank you so much. That's why my prices are up there up front. No. My prices are up front. I want you to say I can't afford it. Let me help you out. Let me you keep scrolling, look. I got to put up these pictures, but this is testimonies. I mean, I just get rid of the pictures. But look, ATS lead. I try countless time lead generation tools, but that's 15 or whatever testimonies. Okay, you're not paying attention. That's all right. Grace, I look like blogs, huh?
Yes, it does.
The power of lead generation. Should I click it, Grace? Let's
yes.
see. Let's see, Grace. And then look.
All right now.
Bam, 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 bam. Because remind me to come back to why this is here, Grace. Remind me to come back to why this is here. This is a whole website that I turned into a landing page. It only has one option. See this page or go to this blog. That's it. I don't want you to do nothing else. I almost want to take this whole blog. I mean, actually, I am going to take it now. I don't even want you to go here. I just need you to do this here. Where's the company history at, Tracey? What does it say of our founder? Where am I sitting with the hands like this?
Stop it.
Do I want to convert to me or convert to leads? You have to decide which one. You must decide. ATSleads.net, by the way. You must decide. Is this okay? And I throw that logo up there, it's gonna look real good. All right, now watch me. I watch. Deaunna, this time do share your screen. But I need the thing I sent you, the long, the 6-step process. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I want y'all to see, because this is before you share your screen, because I said, now when Deaunna buy leads, but she does not have to buy leads, by the way. She does not have to. I'm using her as an example, but she does not have to. Her leads are on the house. Don't worry about it. Sorry, favor ain't fair. Y'all will be okay. You will be okay. Okay. You will be okay. Her leads are on the house.
Who'd you say? Who'd you say? Okay, cool. I was talking to her yesterday, and she was like, "I'm not ready for him yet." Okay, so when she is ready, they on the house.
Oh, well, she ready for him now. Now that she know they on the house, I bet she ready for him.
There'll be a donation anyway, but I am going to reach out to Grace because I was thinking about something last night, and I will talk to her about it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
there you go.
I may have your little brother on the phone. Okay,
Oh yeah, I'll help out assist, but the name stays home.
Little brother. You can put Jerome on, but the birthday boy, you can leave him out of it.
Yeah, the name stays home. Okay, she you understand? She good. She's on the house. What happens is, as she gets leads, I have a full responsibility, Tracey, to show her. Don't play with me. You're not gonna do it again. Watch it. I heard Tracey yesterday. She did a good job yesterday. And Tracey is like, I just need this. I got everything, man. Just connect this joint for me. Like just build this roadmap for me. I got a day and a half left. Just build this roadmap for me. I hear you loud and clear. Once you sign up, the first thing happening to you, okay? Once you sign up, oh, thank you so much, Jan. soon as you sign up, the first thing happening is the devil, all right, or somebody, I have no idea what y'all, the devil got your attention, not me. So when you sign up, you get this. ATS Business Builder Workbook. Watch yourself. You scroll down real quick. I'm giving y'all my secrets. Understanding your plan. So this is your plan. You need to understand what you got first. And then step 2, your business goals. Now, yeah, that's kind of blurry in, but it says expand. Just read it. Say, let's read 1 and 2 real quick. Okay, expand your customer base. You want to strive for a wider artist boost brand. Write down your plan to boost your awareness and increase your customer base. So watch this here. How many of you right now have no plan to boost your awareness or increase your customer base? Exactly. This is on purpose. Watch the tip. Boost revenue, boost sales and revenue. Utilize, I think Deaunna just read this one, right? Write down how you would utilize the leads and receive them. Write down how you would utilize the leads. That's hard. And then you receive monthly. How will you utilize them? This is almost like a business plan. Go down one more, Deaunna. One more. Evaluate your advertising strategies. Write down how you would plan to utilize the data you receive from the leads to shift your advertising and max your effectiveness. Okay, you can stop right there. Then it goes mastering the cold call and all this stuff. The reason why these questions are difficult and they get more difficult because I need you to know you didn't spend no money for no Toyota. See, I had a choice.
Money for Alexis.
See, I had a choice. I understand that when you get that first 10,000 leads and you go, man, I've been trying to build my database. I've been trying to build my email list for 16 years. How many of you took every class possible about building your list, read every magazine article, you still ain't past 1,000? Come on. Mine, 46 million strong. My email list is 46 million people. And 2000
about I need my 46 million so I can buy a whole cruise ship.
In 2017, when I was with Les Brown, it was 2.2 million people. You know how I built my list so fast like that? Every time I struck a deal, I said, I'm gonna need that list. I need your whole list. I'm gonna need that. Well, can we pay you? Certainly. I don't need your listing. Give me the money. Well, we can't afford you. Perfect. Give me your list.
You actually used to teach us that, Antonio. That's how you close deals. If they say, the first thing you do is ask them, okay, so what's your educational budget? Because I'm coming to teach, so that's education. Okay, you still don't have enough? No worries. Just give me your registration list.
I just need that. I need that. I need that. I need that. Remind me to come back to my inappropriate example, Grace. I'm gonna need that though, okay? I'm gonna need that. So here's the deal.
Antonio,
yes, sir.
You don't consider asking for that list inappropriate?
Hell no. I consider you not giving me my worth inappropriate. I consider you not paying Tracey full price inappropriate. Since you can't give me my money, you're gonna give me that data. I'll call them and get my own money. You didn't deserve those customers anyway. They're my customers now. I've been doing it since I've been in business. So, I've been taking people customers. Y'all know what to do with them. You ain't know what to do with her, don't you? I got her. Don't worry about it. I got her. She far better over here. Far better over here. As a matter of fact, I'd love to tell all y'all, since y'all don't know what to do with your money, just send it to my Cash App. Let's just send all your money to Cash App. Just go to the bank, get all your equity out, and just transfer it to me. I'll do the right thing with your money. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. You know, then I'm gonna blow it anyway. Just let me feed the homeless. Okay. Let me get rid of the student loan debt crisis. Let me do that, because you was just gonna turn it into a turd, you know, or something, or a TV screen, something on your I don't know. We're gonna do something good with it. Here's the propaganda machine working, Tracey.
Can I ask a question so I
Yep.
can make sure I'm on the right? Because, I like step by step. So just to make sure I'm on the right page, the topic is trying to get the right leads like Adonians, right?
That's correct.
So step one.
And how.
But can you go back to
Yeah, I got you. I'll do it right now.
like the how? Because I know you're like, do the landing page, in the landing page, have something like a workbook, and like you're showing us what you're doing, but it's kind of like, okay, how do I do it?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so let's back up. Step one, put something out there. We only talking about high quality leads. So step two is going to be different. Step two, make that prospect work for whatever you're about to sign them up for. How do you make them work? Extra fields. Ask for the physical address, but you have to actually have a physical product if you're going to do that, though. Okay. Say things like pay for shipping. It's I got you, Deanna. It's the equivalent of saying, give me first month rent and last month rent at the same time. That drastically improves who is going to be having your house. You got to raise the deposit. So to make this easy, Tracey, you got to raise the deposit. And for us, deposit is energy. So you got to raise the energy if you want to get Jerome's and Adonias. And there's a reason why, and that's what I was getting ready to get to. It's propaganda, it's marketing, it is controlling perception. See, when I tell you 49,000, well, that's how my brain works, excuse me. Y'all more than welcome to give me $49,000. I would take it post haste. Okay, post haste. $49. There we go. For 10,000 leads. See, most people, my best customers on the planet didn't like me the first time they met me. I can't do anything about that, though. That's your programming before you got to. It's like, I didn't offend you, with the exception of Deaunna. Maybe I did. I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That was a little too much. Even I can admit that now, you know what I'm saying? But crazy thing is, I didn't know it was too much till she said something like 2 weeks ago, because I thought it was normal until she said something. But there you go, then. So check me out. You make me work for it. Why? Because I have to control perception. Because when I tell you $49 for 10,000 leads, the first thing you're going to say is two things immediately. You're going to say some dumb stuff in your head about how you ain't ready yet. Every last one of y'all did it. You know you did. You can't afford not to have 10,000 prospects in your pipeline. It's the craziest thing on the planet for you to actually, you literally are budgeting for bull. You're budgeting for your bills, not increasing your legacy. Budgeting for your habit, not increasing your legacy. And when the universe says, do you want to increase your dreams like you've been praying for? You act like the lame man at the pool of Bethesda. You made an excuse instead of being whole. See, I can't change that. That's the first thing you're going to do. So I got to control that perception. Since I know you're going to do that, I got to make you feel bad for doing that. So in order for me to make you feel bad for doing, I'm still in step two. In order to make you feel bad for doing that, I need to make sure you know, oh, well, that's fine. We didn't need you anyway. See, you don't like that. It's called the subtle takeaway. That's the actual phrase for it. And I'm not even talking about no sales tactic. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that when Deaunna likes a man and he acts stupid, you know what? Don't worry about it. So you do it every day. Don't worry about it. You missed me, baby. I didn't miss you. The same energy. Why? Because you need to know when you come to me, I'm up here. You didn't come to me evenly. So don't even do that. And if you try to do that, don't worry, I'll show you. That's the only people y'all buy from right now. I bet every last one of y'all spending money ain't on your level. They higher than you. So in step 2, I am making you sign up for something, but that form is incredible. Reason being is because, and wrapping up point 2, because you already got your mind working. I can't do nothing with that. So the only thing I can do is the second half of that, control your perception. So what is step 3? Over deliver. So here's Deanna, do me a favor. Let me know when you're ready to share some leads on the screen. I'm gonna pause the recording.
I'm ready.
Okay. Over deliver. Go ahead, Deanna.
That left me with a question because
Hold on.
Sorry.
No, you get. Just keep your mic unmuted. Over deliver is step 3. Once you over deliver, then step 4 is extra serve for free. I just had that very same conversation with Janice yesterday. That very conversation. I didn't teach it. I was just like, hey, don't worry about this, free of charge. Don't even worry about it. Did I not, Janice? I literally just
That is correct. Yes, you did.
I genuinely just did these steps with her yesterday. I don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Because when you spent a step 5, recognize when people spend money, they want to be comfortable. We'll stop right there. That's an easy 5 steps. I will come back and break it down even more and go deeper in them. Go ahead, Deanna.
Okay, so one of the things you said, when you said make the customers do the work, and you were like, when they're closing out, ask for a physical address, but if they don't have if
you have to have a product. Let me stretch this again. Yeah, I can't ask for a physical address from a damn ebook. You have to have actual reasons to ask for a physical address. Like, I don't want y'all twisting. I'm not saying you are, but I have to say this legally. I can't have millions of people out there talking about Antonio to know. I did not. I did not. If you don't need physical address, don't get it. You can use a questionnaire, add a survey or something. Okay, keep going, please. I know that's not what you were saying, but I need to say that.
No, that's perfect, because what if we just ask them, like if it's an ebook, of course we get name, email address, phone number. What if we ask for their zip code, so that way we can, and we'll let them know we are planning to come to, your city soon. So let us know what your zip code is so we can know where to go.
Yeah, what you do that is I would take out of the ebook, I would take out phone number. I would make phone number optional. I'll make zip code optional. Name and email I would make required. And I would put a little description. We use zip codes to see where we are popular at. And nobody is offended by that. That don't mean they're going to do it, but they're not offended. See, my job is to offend you without offending you. That's my job. Lisa Nichol calls it disrupting your soil. That's offensive. That's very offensive. My job is to tell Tracey, chill out, man, without saying, chill out, man. Like, that's my job. That's my job. Because without offending her social constructs, I can never give her what she needs. Another way to say that is I got to get past her representative. I got to get past our triggers and our auto suggestion. I have to offend everybody here, but I can't offend you. I can't offend your values. I can't offend you as a person or a soul, but that crap you holding on to, you got to let go. It's a tightrope. It really is. It really is. Let's repeat these steps. Put something out. What is something? Okay, go ahead, Tracey. No, you
Literally,
good.
That's what I was about to ask when you.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Like,
okay.
what something out? Because you said not just videos, so I'm assuming like a landing page, but go ahead and explain.
Okay, I got you. So put something out. What something out could be. The reason I didn't go into detail because we did that too. And I don't mean this offensively. We did it too with all those lead magnets, right? So if you got that class, got all those meetings. I think we gave you out 75 lead magnets. That's the something out. Remember, it was a document of 75.
Right, come on. But see, I was thinking that the lead magnets is where you make them work to get that. But so when you're saying put something, so let's go back because you're saying put something out, and I got the thing with the lead magnets. That's whatever you're going to create to give them. But can you explain put something out? How?
Yeah, in this particular case, let's just say put something out means lead magnets, but I'll still answer the how. So for everybody, if I say put something out, I mean lead magnets. Now let's go with how. This is an infinite possibility of ways, but I'll give you some. No, but I will give you some ones that work for me. Is that okay? I don't want to give you on that in general. I'm gonna give you stuff that works for me. Videos that have in the caption or the comment, if you like this, if it added any value to you, click this link. Everybody got me? Okay. Today's my birthday, which it is actually. If I've ever added any value to you, I would appreciate if you get my free book. That's how you can give me a birthday present. See what I did? See, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm genuinely saying, if I've given you any value, what I'm doing is I'm ethically bribing you. It's not a tactic. I have to convince you that you should buy from me or at least give me your data, but I need to do it ethically. See, I don't like sales tactics and all that stuff, but it's my job to impress you. But it's also my job to say, okay, Deaunna, it's like the 12th video you watched of mine. I've changed your life. Should you like to reciprocate now? Listen to what Deaunna said. So this is the kind of people she actually proved my point while making a joke, but being dead serious. When she's like, oh, there will be a donation too. I said, her stuff on the house, y'all gonna get over it. And then she said, well, it's gonna be a donation. This is what I'm talking about, Tracey. These are the people who say, even if you don't, I'm still going to. These are the people we're looking for. This is why I use Deaunna as an example. Guess who was the first person to give me birthday? Who was it? Who?
Jerome.
Of course.
Jerome.
Of course. Of course it was. Of course it was. You get it? Of course it was. Okay. These are the people you want. I just told Janet, you on my special list, Janice. I swear to God, I told her that yesterday. You on my special list.
Yes, it's good to be special. It's so nice. It's so wonderful.
Antonio, in that same energy that you're in right now, the thing that keeps running through my head, and it goes along with what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you expect to be effective, if you expect to make this thing work, you can't do what everybody else does. If you do that, then you sound like everybody else. And guess what? Then you don't have anybody's attention because you're just like everybody else.
Yeah. What
you have to do has to make you stand out and get somebody's attention. Now, when you talk about jumping in front of that attention and going, hey, and they go, wait a minute. You got to be different. Yeah. And that's why I'm still following you.
Well,
because you're not like everybody else. I think I told you and Deaunna yesterday, I got a phone call from a guy yesterday, day before yesterday, and the dude blew my socks off because I usually hang up with telemarketers. I don't give them my information, and this guy, boom, 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 and when he switched me over to the one that's going to give you the sale, I said just before he got off the call, I said, let me tell you something, young man. If this call doesn't work out, you call me back and and do a follow-up because I like the way you handle your business. And I end up calling him back. And he said, Mr. Red, thank you so much. I said, listen to me. I meant what I said. You are not the average salesperson. And the way you handle me is the way I like to be handled. And when I need something in the future, I want you to handle me and not anybody else.
I know that's, see what I'm saying? See that? See that? That's, and praise the Lord for it, right? Praise the Lord. Tracey, you can put out anything you want, but you need to follow that Vren score. I got you, Deaunna. See, if you see I'm actually going in the order, follow the Vren score, make sure it's valuable, rare, inimitable, non-substitutional till the scores are 8. Follow the lead magnets. So attach your Vren to the lead magnets. Who decides what's valuable? Your customers, obviously, right? But you should do your very best, and you'll find out if it's valuable or not. Once you do that, put it out there, and you put it to some sort of link to a landing page that we've already discussed. Okay, go ahead, Deaunna. I'm gonna throw it back to Tracey. We haven't left number 1 yet, but I'm gonna let you, answer. Well, we've left number 1, but now I'll repeat it again, going deeper. Okay, go ahead, Deaunna. Then go back, Tracey.
Okay, so I just figured.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Now, this is a hard conversation we're having. This is not just a hard conversation. This is $1 million conversation. Nobody knows this stuff. So if you are struggling, congratulations. So it's 97% of the world's population. You are in good company. You're okay. We're going to get you out this struggle. All right, go ahead, Deaunna.
Okay, so I just learned, I was sitting here and something popped in my head. I just figured out how to find out where my audience attention is and how to get in front of it.
Talk to me.
Okay, I signed up for a whole lot of webinars. And this just hit me when Uncle Jerome started talking. When Uncle Jerome started talking, it hit me. My customers are the Deaunnas, the Uncle Rome's, the Traceys, the Sandras, the Rons, the Chef Jays, the Laws, the Melissas, the Mr. Phils, the Genesis, and it just dawned on me. If I just listen to what everybody here is saying,
Child.
and like when Miss Deaunna was saying, I don't like the word sales. I don't like being sold to, And then she told us how to talk to her. Uncle Jerome just told us how to talk to him.
I'm going to tell you the real problem.
And Miss Penelope is quiet, but if I pay attention to what she posts, because she posts often and she tags, if I pay attention to what she is posting, when she tags me in it, she's telling me how to get her attention.
Okay. So keep going. Keep going. No, keep going. Keep going.
So if I pay attention, Miss Deaunna said, I don't like being sold. So when I come across my Olivia, I know when I talk to Olivia, don't sell Olivia, have a conversation with Olivia and say, hey, Olivia, look, I understand because I've been there too. And so let me show you how this helped me. And it helped me because instead of me waking up at 8:30 every morning, I started waking up at 5 and I started doing this and doing that and doing this. And the more I did it, the more it came to me. And then when I go and I talk to what was my guy's name? I forgot my name. It wasn't Patrick. I don't know why Patrick is stuck in my head.
Jonathan, I believe yours.
Jonathan, yes. And when I go talk to Jonathan, hashtag Uncle Rome, not hashtag, but quote unquote Uncle Rome, hey, Uncle Romeo, look, I understand. Like, I know when I come to him with all the information, come to him straight. I don't have to sell him. I just have a conversation.
Okay, let me jump in. Let me jump in now, because that's your problem. That problem is y'all don't listen, period. And you don't listen to me. You hear me, and then what happens is you bounce it against what you know, and then you struggle and strain with that. Because you just repeated what I've been saying all year, which no doubt, but I don't sell y'all.
No. Like it just dawned on me. Like you've been telling us this whole time. Like the 5 that you gave us are this. It's the same 5 that you've been telling me since I have been since you've been mentoring me and teaching me. And it literally, I was today years old when it actually like it landed on fertile soil. It broke ground today.
No, and that's good. And don't let me make you feel bad for your seed sprouting when they were supposed to.
I'm just hard-headed. It's all.
Just know that I actually remember I apologized to you like 2 weeks ago. It was my fault. I was like, see, we focus so much on the seed, I forget to tell you how to be good soil. You'd have caught it earlier if you was good soil. Go ahead, Tracey.
I just gotta jump in right behind Deaunna with that. Okay. And go back to what you were saying. So what Deaunna was just saying about listening a couple of weeks ago when we were on the call, and I was talking about how I put stuff out and nobody comments, right? So when I said that, Deaunna gave her feedback. And what she said was because, you don't put out any challenges, you don't tell, call to actions for the people, for the audience. So I listened.
Good job.
And what I started doing, I started doing like, okay, hey, today's challenges, or can I get an amen in the chat? Or somebody say, yeah. And people have been commenting. So what I'm just saying is listening and doing, it actually works. Thank you, Miss Deaunna. And so what you just said, Antonio, when I was going back to my Facebook page, because you were like, well, click the link or whatever. So I just did that this week on a couple of videos. Yeah. So with that, I have them clicking the link to go to my website, www.tracydarmstrong.com.
My fault for not teaching you. That's a terrible mistake. My fault. Keep going. You finna be so blessed. You're gonna be so happy. You're gonna walk. You might shot across the living room. Keep going. My fault.
I haven't done it consistently. Like I haven't. Like whenever I do my videos, I don't always have them going to something. So like this week, and when you taught us about, well, last week we taught us about the 4 whatever, the text, the link, the video, the quote. So I've been doing that. Good job. And so when you put out the text, you don't really put out a link with it or whatever. But when I've been doing my videos, I do the video and then I have a link. But the link goes to my website. And on my website, I also have get your free self-motivational guide. So it's like a giveaway. Smart. And they have to put their information to get their email. But in that right there, that's where the make them work. I'm going to step 2 real quick. I should add more because it's just like name, email.
Not if it's just an ebook. If the content is low quality, like an ebook, which I'm not saying your ebook is low quality, but it's still low quality. Like it's low quality. You're making something low quality, high quality. You get what I'm saying? Like it's still an ebook. So if it's an ebook, you just ask for name, number, and email.
But I have an idea.
Give it to me.
This is what I wrote down. So also on my website, I have where you can purchase my book. So instead of just being able to purchase, because I have one there where you purchase off of Amazon and Walmart, but I could take that away and I can have it where you could purchase from me. That's right. And have a book bundle, where it's the book, the bookmark, and the notebook. And that way, if they want that, they have to give me all of the information. That's right. Right? That's right. And then I can make it like at a discounted price from purchasing from on my website. So I'm kind of sending them traffic to the website to get the bundle at discounted price and then getting more email captures, right?
That's absolutely correct. And you'll be now marketing like Antonio. That's 100% correct. Absolutely.
So then, wait a minute.
Keep going.
We talked yesterday. So then after that, so over delivering would be the whole bundle at a discounted price. Would that be over delivering?
Absolutely.
Now then from there, take those emails that I capture from that and collect those to eventually turn around and try to sell, or not even sell, but offer.
But you're still correct. You're still correct.
The course at a later time.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that still works. That still works.
When
That's
your
a
next
value
product
ladder.
comes out, you
Yeah,
got their information.
that's
You
it.
go, by the way, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom. You got this and you got that. Guess what? Guess what else? Hello.
Yep. That's
Hello.
nothing wrong with that, Tracey.
You just need rhino leg now. That's all you need. So you can see, you can look at all of that information and
Yep.
go, ooh, this is the
Okay.
one. This is the
I
one.
agree.
Hello.
100% agree. I 100% agree with Jerome. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. You need rhino leg coming soon, right? But yeah, I absolutely 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Let's repeat some of the stuff Tracey said because it was all brilliant. Well, first off, let's start with her listening to a Deaunna, which is what Deaunna spurred in the conversation. Let's start there first. Yeah, that's called polling your audience. And yeah, you didn't have any challenges. So of course nobody's paying attention. But why are they not paying attention? Because you don't have any challenges. Why are they not paying attention? Why was Deaunna saying that? Well, it was simple mathematics, Grace. Would you like to know why?
Yes.
Because Deaunna ain't looking for somebody who don't challenge her. The end.
All you had to do is make it make sense.
See what I'm saying? See? Deaunna's not looking for somebody that's not going to challenge her.
And so the high quality people only look for people that's going to challenge them.
Thank you so much. That's why you make them work. Did y'all get it? Tracey is not here to be comfortable. The little loser in her says, I just wish he would say what I can understand. But the winner in her goes, just give it to me. Just give me this pain now. All right. I'm gonna walk out of here good. We all have the little loser. We set the alarm at 4:00. And we say, we're gonna get up. And the little loser say, just 15 more minutes, Tracey. Just 15 more minutes. And then all of a sudden it's 6:00. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna work out in the evening. The evening come. Ain't no workout. Little loser won. We all got it. We all have it. This is why we want a mate, boy or girl, that challenges us, but don't make us want to kill them. You know, you got a little bit of balance there. I gotta have a little challenge, but not like irritating though. Not irritating. Go ahead, Grace. This is great. This is absolutely great.
To add,
remind me to come back to Tracey's website. Don't send them to your website no more, Tracey. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up. I got you.
Okay. Come back to Tracey.
Yeah, and that's my fault. I should have.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. You'll see why in a little bit.
Okay. Now I sent you two other things to come back to. I don't know if you were able to come back to them, but I'll send them again. Something about an inappropriate example and something else.
Yes, I need that inappropriate example. Yes.
Oh, and why the blogs on the ATS lead or on the ATS leads landing page? That's why those other two things to come back to.
Yes.
Okay. Case in point to what everybody and you have been saying. So I've been Antonio helped me with posts to send out to people, different industries, professional speakers, pastors, entrepreneurs. And I put out one yesterday for professional speakers. And the call to action was, after the question was, type yes. Well, I went to check while y'all was talking. I was like, let me go check and see if somebody commented. And as a lady did, they commented yes. So he gave me some steps to go, okay, this is what you do. This is what you tell the person after, So I went to step 2 and I just sent her a message to see, can we continue this further in direct message? And because the last question is that okay with you? Some way had to tell me yes or no. So there we go.
And being friendly. Now,
yes.
Let me roll my eyes. If you make them work, they will stand out. Let me tell you something. Deaunna is 2 people. She's somebody you don't want to fool with. And she's somebody, if you fool with her, she gonna bless your life. She both. You know what I'm saying? But she get to choose. You don't get to choose for her. She don't like manipulators and narcissists. And people can't control their emotions. Let me know when I'm wrong, Deaunna. Let me know when I'm wrong. You understand? She get to choose. Don't tell her what to do. Don't try to manipulate her what to do. Y'all get it? And everybody I sell it to, act like a Deaunna. So why on earth do you have all these tactics?
But Antonio, you know what? I understand the taxes. I was just, as you guys were talking, I'm not trying to have you guys beat me. God, no, that's too much work. But here, as I was listening to Tracy, I love to listen to Tracy. She has a lot to say, and she's cute, she's smart. I like that about her. But here's what I think when I not just see her, but here's what I think. Your focus is to sell me, but it's not. Your focus is to get me to like you and say, this girl knows what she's talking about. I wonder what she got. And that's what I'm trying to message her, because it's like dating. Don't ask me to spend a night with you. I don't know you. Go and buy me some coffee, and then let's go to a movie, or blah blah blah. Meet at the park or whatever first, and that's gonna have to be a lot of first. So you have to do that a few times.
So there's going to be a lot of first.
Then you might want to say, "Do you want to come over?" I'm not even letting you know my address at that point.
I know that.
And so when I think of her, I'm just thinking Tracey is so engaging, and it does the cute. I mean, she's physically cute, but she's just cute, and I like listening to her. So want me to like listening to you, have a conversation, talk about, girl, do you wake up feeling like this, and blah blah blah. And then people, yeah, then they're liking you. Then some way 3 weeks from now, you might mention you have a book, or you might mention something.
Boom.
Then I want to buy from you. That's what I was trying to get the message over to her for. But
Did y'all
she's
get
that
that?
good. She's that good.
Did y'all get that? That first off, she said everything good. Let me just highlight 2 gooder things she said. 3 weeks from now, maybe mention you got your book, because I like you now. That's why you need a pipeline. So if you're thinking about getting leads, you cuckoo. Because if you got 10,000 people that you're rotating 3 weeks at a time, then it's always instant. But if you got one customer, one prospect, that's why you're frustrated. Not you, Tracey, but y'all. That's why y'all frustrated. You're frustrated because you're upset. Remember, I told y'all, you got one customer, you're gonna end up hating them. You're gonna end up hating them. If all you have is one customer, you're gonna end up hating that customer. If all you have is one prospect, you're gonna end up hating that prospect. Get 10, and go ahead and get 10,000 from me. I careth not. Get a pipeline. Let me say that. So now let's look at it now. Tracey, Deaunna, Adonia, let's look at it now. Tracey got 10,000 people when she messaging, when she getting in front of. It's going to take 3 weeks, but after 3 weeks, somebody going to show up. As soon as somebody else show up, another one going to show up that same day, a couple hours later. It's the difference between planting one seed in your garden and 10,000 seeds in your garden. You're going to have a whole forest of bananas and whatever you plant. And I have no idea what you plant, but you're going to have a whole bunch. But you need a pipeline. The reason why people, can I tell you something that is going to irritate you, but I'm not even going to disclaim it. So sorry. I'm just telling you anyway. Okay. It's a bunch. Here's the problem with regular people. That's what I would call it. Okay. There's a problem with regular people. You're holding on to money. This is so against what you've been taught. Your money saved is the stupidest thing on this planet. Inflation is killing it. The devaluation of the dollar is killing it. It is absolutely insane. No wealthy person has money in the bank. Sorry. Money genuinely has no value until you let it go. The wealthy just let it go and multiply it. Your content is the same. That content in your head has no value. that picture stayed in your phone, that idea in your notes has no value until you let it go. The wealthy content creators just let it go and multiply it. That's it. Is you hearing me? Okay. Are you hearing me is the correct way, Grace? But allow me the colloquialism. You know, I'm from 807 38th Street, Galveston, Texas.
I was with you.
Yeah,
Is y'all hearing me? You serious?
You know,
You serious when you say is y'all
yeah,
hearing me?
yeah, yeah, you know, 77550. You understand? You have to let things go. You got to get rid of that value. You have to. Now, whether you liked it or not, Deaunna, it's kind of to do with me. If you got equity in your house, what you're telling me is you don't trust what to do with it. If you have money in the bank, you're telling me you don't trust real estate or whatever it is that you should be doing. When you hold on to money, what you're actually saying is you don't trust investments. There I go again.
Shut up.
There I go again.
Oh,
There I go again.
all right.
There I go again, just making people upset. But it's the truth.
That's fact, though.
It is
That is
facts.
fact, though. That is fact.
It's facts.
Because let me just say this.
Mhm.
Okay. So this is one of the reasons why, for Sandra Lucky, this is one of the reasons why I value this community. It doesn't matter what's being done. What matters to Sandra Lucky, that it is affecting everyone in this community to a uprising, not to a downfall.
Fair
So
enough.
I invest whether it's my 2 pennies or not. God blessed them and said, okay, planting their seeds. So regardless of what happens, whether it's my 2 words,
Right.
my 2 seeds, it doesn't matter, because I trust this community, which is something I had never done before, because it took me so long to do with my children. Coming from where I came from, no, you can't watch it, because yeah, I had a babysitter that cooked somebody's child, and my child was at the no, you can't keep my child no more, because no. And she invited everybody to sit down and let's eat, and it was the baby. Okay, wasn't my baby, and I could not let her babysit my child no more. Therefore, I had to stop watching, trying to get out from where I was going, okay, or where I was at. So for me to be in this community and trust, that makes so much sense, because that's so real, because that's like so good. Okay,
No, it was good. I mean, holy crap, though. Jesus. Okay. All right. So let's get something to do next. I'm going to repeat and I'm going to build a product for Tracey. Is this okay? I'm going to build a product for Tracey. I'm going to build a product for Deaunna. Who else? Who else is volunteering?
Me, I just need a prompt. I just need a prompt. I need a prompt from you.
Yes, and you need a prompt. All right. So we're going to do a prompt for the dark one, and I couldn't remember your name. I'm sorry, but dark skin for life, though. You know, I meant that it's compliment coming from me. You know, dark skin for life. You understand?
I knew
it. Yeah. Compliment coming from me. You know, I just can't remember your name. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll get a prompt. Grace, extra prompt. Well, then let me repeat real quick. Here is the class in simplicity. What do we do next, Antonio? That's what we're discovering. And today we're talking, tomorrow I'll talk about low-level customers, you know, low-hanging fruit is what Deaunna kept saying yesterday. Right now it's high. Get to Adonias, because I don't want you to build a business model just on high customers unless you're selling jets, real estate, you know, like if that's your product, then that's the only conversation you need to be having. That's the only conversation you need to be having. But if you're selling consulting, do y'all know what I do with my coaching fee? Who knows how much? I think okay, I told you, Tracey, tell them how much I cost now.
Now,
Yes.
For coaching,
for
what'd
coaching?
you say, $1 million?
$5 million.
$5 million. My
5 million.
bad, my bad.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
can I add right there something that you
Please.
told me yesterday about
Okay.
that? Oh my gosh, this was so good, y'all. Because the fee that he charges, not right now, but his old fee, when he sent it to me, I was like, oh, my first thought was, ain't nobody gonna pay that much to be coached by me. And he said, well, if that's the way you're thinking, then that's what you're attracting. And I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so if I'm looking at the price that he's saying I could charge, and I'm automatically saying people aren't going to pay that much, then I'm going to get people that aren't going to pay that much. I have to change my vibration and my energy and my attitude about what other people will be willing to spend, because I was thinking about it like this. I was thinking about it from what I would do. I was like, I wouldn't pay that much money for that. And I'm like, that's the reason why I'm still where I am, because of my thinking about what I would or would not do. So for anybody out there, we got to change our mindsets about what we think other people would do. And we cannot base it on us and our past and the way we think about money. Because then I thought about it like this. People pay for what they want. People pay for what they need. And I can't cut myself short because what I'm assuming people not gonna pay. So that was a great moment yesterday. It was like an aha. And I just have to have the confidence in myself to be able to deliver that and not scale back. And, because the way he broke it down on the coaching part was, if I coach 3 people, literally, if I coach 3 people at the price that he had on that paper, it will replace my entire salary for a year. 3 people at that price, and I would not even have to teach 150 kids. So, the math, just do the math. So anyway, great. Thank you. While you mentioned that, I want to jump in right there and let everybody know, change your mindset.
Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I sat in on a call. I forget what me and Deaunna was doing, but Deaunna literally said to me, Renee, you have to stop undervaluing yourself, for your writing services. And I was like, because I was doing that heavy, extremely heavy, because I felt so especially when I was just starting, I felt so kind of like a goldfish dealing with all these sharks or whatever, because I was like, well, I ain't never, I've written, but I haven't wrote books, I haven't done this, and I was comparing myself to other people, and then I was like, well, I should just charge this and be happy with that. I was constantly doing that, and that's exactly what I got. The very, the very first couple of books that I did, I undervalued myself so much, and then now I'm like, shoot, man. I was like, I'm not doing that. If the people that come to me that need me to do it, they're gonna pay what they're supposed to pay. And if you can't do payments, it's still gonna be the same price. But I'm like, hey, you can like it or lump it, but you do have to change your mindset. You do, because you will exactly get just that. And I did not make hardly any cheese my very, very first the first experiences that I had. It was really a slap in the face, because I was like, shoot, what am I supposed to really do with this? I psyched myself out to be excited and stuff, which but I was like, financially wise, I was like, shoot, man, this ain't putting this ain't really putting gas in my car, and I got other stuff to pay for. So yeah, you do have to constantly, and I'm still doing it, because when people ask me, well, how much, how much, and I'm not telling them per word anymore. Cause I'm like, I'm not doing that. This is it right here. You can take this. I'm like, well, I'm like, okay. And my feelings ain't hurt. Ain't no love lost, ain't no love gained. But you constantly have to elevate it, because someone's gonna pay
Yeah.
well over, because I'm worth, and they know exactly what they're receiving from me. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, Renee.
Well, I want to say, I don't ever say nothing on here, but the first meeting I sat in with Antonio, he was talking to, it was one of Brother Henry's Zoomings, and he was talking to another person on there, an artist. And the artist, I think he was like a rapper or something, but he also did like clothing and stuff. And Antonio was talking to him, and he was like, you shouldn't be selling nothing under $20. And I was like, light bulb moment. And when I came out with my book, I put it at 20, and I did not care if people said, well, that's too much for this little bitty book. Well, don't buy it. It's an awesome book. It's my poetry. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in that book. And so, yeah, it's knowing your worth and believing in self. Like knowing you know what you're doing, because the right people will come. That's it.
I think that's that faith to get started and faith to keep going, because you had to have the faith to put your book out and say, I'm putting it at 20 regardless. And then you had the faith to keep, you had to have the faith to keep going and be like, y'all can say what you want. I know what I'm doing. And I have to admit, even though I have told Renee, stop undervaluing herself, that's still a struggle that I struggle with, because even growing up, like I wanted to be a singer growing up, but it was always, but there's so many other people out there better than me. There's so many people out there doing exactly what I want to do, and they're already making it, and this and this and that and that. And it comes down to the same thing, like, with what I'm doing now, it's like everybody's trying to help people, change their mindset. Everybody's trying to help people be happy. Everybody's trying to help people understand certain concepts about life. So what makes you different? And that question right there always pauses me. It always pauses me. What makes you different? I can hold a note. I can't sing. I can hold a note. If you hit it on the keyboard, I can hit it, but I can't sing. Do-wop shoot, nope, that ain't me. But
I'll harmonize with you.
but that one question, what makes you different? And here recently, like the ancestors pop me on the back of my head every now and then. And when they pop me, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then I'd be like, okay, but y'all want me to do this. What makes me different? Because, such and such over here doing it already. And they got they got one half of the United States. And then such and such over here doing it. They got the other half of the United States. So what makes me any different? But here recently, I've been learning that, to what Penelope was saying, I've been learning that my light, Antonio always tells us, you can't shine a light in a bright place. And regardless of if anybody buys Penelope's book or not, her light will, the people in the darkness will see the light coming off the book and be like, oh snap, what is so different about this book? Why do I want this book? And I had to understand that while Patrick got one half of the United States and Olivia got the other half of the United States, there's still people that they missed who their light is not for them. But if I keep dimming mine, I am doing a disservice to myself, to the people I'm supposed to be helping, and to my purpose. So when I ask the question, what makes me different? Me. Now it's having the courage to put me out. That's the other part now. It's the courage to put me out. Like Antonio said all the time, yeah, you can have an idea, you can write it down, but if you don't put it out, what's the point?
Right.
When I tell you I got thousands of ideas, thousands. If y'all see my note app, y'all gonna be like, girl, that's good. Be up. And then be like, well, wait, the date on his note say 2 years ago. What happened? So now it's having the courage to put me out because
and charge the right price.
and
Because
charge.
you have the courage. This is the thing. We have the courage to put things out like that.
Right.
So for me, it's not about thinking that it's not work, because I'm like, all the expertise and the experience that I have within me, I know what they're getting. But he was talking about $20,000 for one coach and one person to pay. I'm like, that's a car note. So my first thought was, ain't nobody gonna pay a car note to me. But it wasn't because I don't believe in my worth, but I'm looking at the dollar like $20,000. And somebody's supposed to just drop $20,000 for me to teach them something. And then I was like, okay, because I wouldn't do it. So I assume others wouldn't. But we have the courage to put stuff out. We just have to have the courage to actually believe that people gonna pay.
Exactly.
The right price.
And hold that too. When you say your price, shut your mouth.
Stand on it.
Yeah.
Ain't no
That's it.
12-month
That's
payment
it.
plans.
Mhm.
I need all 12 months up
Okay,
front.
and that's the part that gets me. Like Tracey said, $20,000 for me to coach. In my head, I'm like, well, if I'm gonna charge you $20,000, I want you to drop that $20,000 now. I don't want you to stretch that out for the next 3 years. No.
I need that up front.
I'm gonna need that up front. Cause some point in this process, you gonna hate me. And in your hate of me, you gonna stop paying me.
Stop payment. That's it.
Something.
Or I'm so good, I'm gonna change it. This is why I stopped doing the 12-month program, because I changed your life in 1 month because I over deliver. You like, well, I don't need nothing else. You solved my problem. No,
that part too.
No, you just robbed me of $18,000. You get it? No, real talk. I heard everything. I had a special family member call me and happy birthday and stuff, so I had to handle that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me build these products. I'm gonna build a product for Chef J too. She's you're glistening in the sun over there, Chef J. What's that, Martin? Glistening all over your body. Okay. All right. Tracey. You got two options. I could build your product, or you could tell me what you're doing, and then I could make your product better. That's up to you. Doesn't matter to me. Just let's go with write down number 1, you build it. Number 2, let me tell you what I got. All right, Deaunna has already chosen hers. Number 1, you do it. So I paid all this money to be here, Antonio. You work. That's number 1.
I've learned over the years. I'm just gonna go and let you do that. Yeah.
No, either one is valuable and optimal, because you may have something. And and just give me permission. If you have a product and I think it's good, then I'm gonna just give you execution of it. I might build stuff around it to help you out with that. Okay, I might build stuff around it. Cool. Number 1 is I'm gonna do it. Number 2 is you're gonna let me improve yours or something. Okay. All right, then let's go to Chef J first. I'm gonna go to Chef J first. Chef J, by show of hands, fingers, 1 or 2, unless you can unmute. I don't want you to die or nothing, so you want me to build you a product, or do you want to give me the one you got? 2. She said 2. So all right, so she wants to give me one. All right, so whenever you can give me your product without, can you talk without falling under the wayside, or you want me to just build your chef stuff?
Oh no, I'm pulling up at the gym. I can talk. It's dealing with my chef stuff though. Okay. Product to sell, right?
Right. Yeah. We came in. Your seasonings?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then got you. I got you from here. Okay, perfect. So if I was Chef Jay, this is what how many seasons you got? Is it 3, 6, 7, 12, 19?
Just one right now.
Just one. All right, perfect. She has her own season. This is what I would do. But firstly, I just got an idea. She's in her workout clothes. Guess what I would do? I would absolutely have her in her workout clothes and say, my seasoning, make sure you don't gain these calories. How about that? And then I would go to ChatGPT. So make sure y'all write this down for her. I would go to ChatGPT and I would say, do you have any research on your database for how seasonings can cause high cholesterol and high blood pressure? And I would get all that information. And I get my little chocolate self glistening in the right sunlight. And I would say, all right, here's my seasoning. I'm so happy. And I would just go on the educational series about how using the right seasonings are well. I would never mention me because I don't have to. I look like I use my seasonings. Then what I would do is I would create 2 companies. One company is Seasoning Online. Second company is Seasoning in Person. Then what I would do is I would create $100 bottle of her seasonings. Her seasoning, so that I told Sugar to do the same thing. And I bought that $100 bottle and I still use it. I put my scotch in it. So it's you get a glass bottle or something, right? Whatever it is, that might cost you $5, $10, something. But her seasoning is going to cost her to fill it up $2 tops. So she's going to make $78 off this thing. The reason why I would charge $100 is because you need people talking. Nobody's talking about her seasonings because it's regular. I don't care what's in it. It ain't making no waves. But when you got $100 bottle, what the hell is something? What the hell? These seasoning better suck. You know what we're gonna say, right? You understand? Yeah.
Better season the meat by itself.
You understand? This seasoning is giving me a massage. What this seasoning doing? Is it rubbing my feet? They're gonna say all that. All that's publicity. All that's publicity. And then after that, with this $100 bottle, I would have a t-shirt or something that people can wear the badge or something. I bought a $100 bottle. And I would make such a big deal out of my $100 sponsors. I would do it so much to where people felt bad for not giving such a nice person like me or a good looking woman like me $100. And once you do that, you're going to have dudes just buying your season just to get in your inbox. Is it? Did you? Yeah, y'all. We are on Earth, huh? They still slide in there, don't they, Tracey? Is am I supposed to act like? Am I supposed to act like we don't go in inboxes no more? Is this okay? Well, you know what? That's
sex sells. Sex sells.
It does. And I'm not even telling her like, being inappropriate. I'm just saying $100 bottle. And I'm like, you my friend, and you didn't get a $100 bottle from me? That's okay. That's okay. We still friends. And I would go out there. That's what I would do. I would separate $100 bottle. That's what I just did. That one seasoning, I made 3 different products that fast. Online, in person, $100 bottle. I'm still not finished. But I'm trying to show you something. That's one season. I done already turned it 3 streams of income. One seasoning, 3 streams of income. Then what I would do is I would start bundling these seasonings. Okay. I would sell one seasoning for some price that I don't want you to get. And then I will bundle 3 of them together for the price I really want you to get, called decoy effect. And then I would give you a year's worth of seasonings, which is what I would like you to get. Let me explain. One season, I make $10. 3 seasonings, I'd make 15, 12, something weird like that. It's only going to cost her $1 tops. It's gonna cost her more in printing the labels than it is to preparing the seasonings. But what just happened? She has a 15 ticket dollar average now. Instead of, whatever $10 that she got to spend this, and this, and this. Then I would say, but you can get 10 of these, last you all year. And then I would do 10. What would I do? $1.10. I would do 10. I would put the 10 far out. Don't make no sense. That's what I would do. I would do $1 or one seasoning for $10, 3 seasonings for $15, and then I would do 10 seasonings for $55, something like that. I know ain't nobody will get the 55. I don't want you to get the 55. I'm trying to make the 15 look real good. The 55 is there as a decoy. Let me pull it up. The 55 is there as a decoy, Grace. I don't care nothing about this $55. But that $55, Grace, made that 15 look real good. See,
real good.
The $10 look bad sitting next to the 15. The 15 look good sitting next to the 55. Did I help you out, Chef Jay? She on the step, and she said, "Let me get these track thighs together."
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense.
It does.
I thought about it like that when they do the prices like that, but now that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, I feel show you a video. Nah, it's gonna get hit with a flag. Never mind. If you look up Brain Games decoy effect, they got a good popcorn video on this here. I don't care about the fit. Nah, if somebody do 55, I show you. Hey, how you doing? I'm okay with you getting 55, but that ain't my agenda. My agenda is to have a 15 ticket dollar average. Now I can make projections for my life. See, I'm trying to raise my price from $5 to 15. Yeah, I was selling one season for 5, one season for 7, but I want to raise it to 15. But if I say I'll give you one season for $15, you're like, but if I give you 3 for 15, but it only costs me 2 to manufacture, I'm making $12 a profit. So now I say, well, then you go, well, how much is it going to cost to ship? Okay, then so I take out $6 a ship. That's no problem. I got $6 per profit. I could deal with that. Netflix built $1 billion company off $8.99 subscription. Chiquita Banana is out here selling a banana for 12 cents. But you know what they do, Tracey? They cross sell bananas. How many ever went to the store and bought one banana? Let me see who did that before. I need to know somebody you bought one banana, just one. You did?
7-Eleven.
70. Oh, first off, you shouldn't even buy bananas from 7-Eleven. Okay, you might have died. Tracey eating a banana right now. You might have died buying a banana from 7-Eleven. We got 2 people bought one banana. But they out here selling bananas in a little bundle, spool, whatever it is. And then you put 3 of them in there, you put them on the scale. They doing hundreds of thousands of those per minute across all Walmarts in the world. This is why, listen to me, you don't compete with price. Because if you don't have that kind of distribution, you don't need to be trying to compete with price. Then my prices ain't never low. And when I do have low prices, I'm not really looking for you. I'm taking you, but I'm going to train you to be better. I need you at the $5 million mark. I genuinely have my coaching fee $5 million. I changed that 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago. Yeah, 2 months ago, something like that. It was, I know it was 2. I think it was 2 months ago.
I think it was 2 months ago.
Nobody has spent $5 million to coach with me. Nobody. But now I'm meeting with $1 trillion companies. That's what Tracey said. Once I changed my price to $5 million, the law of attraction brought in the NBA. I'm gonna do it again.
Wait, whoa. Okay. So if I, Deaunna Marie Smith, writes down that if someone wants to coach with me, they're gonna have to pay me $2.5 million. And I vibrate at that and I look at that. You mean to tell me I can get sponsors for my conferences?
Yes. Yes, I tell you that. There's more details to it I would give to you, but yes, that is the absolute truth. Let me.
Come on, law of attraction. Okay.
Who else needs, who else did I say build a product for? Who else?
It was me,
Tracy,
Grace.
So I'm trying to go. I'm gonna try to go
Penelope.
fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to go fast. I want to answer this law of attraction question first. Let me pause this real quick. I'm sorry, I'm about to name drop, and I don't want this on the recording.
The dent. President.
Okay. Now, this is the least. Well, I don't want to say that, but there's more than that. That's all I'm gonna say. There's more than that. I just said that because I was using an example yesterday, but I didn't want them to record. Now, did that happen because, I don't know, whatever the hell you're going to say, or did it happen because once I changed my price to $5 million, I activated free will? So now I need to teach you something. If I slap Grace in the face, that's a choice. However, I also activate free will in this particular case, because choices have very little to do with free will. But think of free will as this universe folding like water to serve you. And I can assure you, slapping a Deaunna in the face, the universe will fold like water and serve you. It might serve you with her own hands. Did you? Okay, Penelope.
That would not be nice. I just want to say that. That just would not be nice.
You might get hit with her car. I don't know, but the universe will fold and serve you. And that's what's happening to me. That's what's happening to you at all times. The goal is to get everything to serve where you're going, because it always is. And that's always been the case. It's never been anything else. It's never been anything else. So when Tracey goes, ain't nobody gonna spend that, universe goes, okay, let me fold to your free will because you're right. And that's what happens. When Tracey goes, I just need 3 people. The universe goes, yes, let me start. One's coming from Milwaukee right now. I'm literally about to make this lady from Milwaukee move to Houston in your sphere of influence. She ain't gonna have no friends, gonna meet you and see your content. I'm doing that for you right now. And then as soon as Tracey go, but maybe I should. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna keep playing Milwaukee then.
I promise, if Tracey come with a story and say, this lady came from Milwaukee, I'm gonna just look at you, okay?
I would go to credit you, let them say yes or no. I'm not going to give up that easy. That's fair. That's fair. All right, Deaunna, you need a product. You got 3 books. I'm going to try to build your product outside the 17 we've been looking at. You got 3 books. They're a series. They tell one principle. You're going to have a 4th book telling all the principles. And then from there, you're going to have conferences. And from there, you're going to have this. What I would do is I would start focusing on the high end, because that's what's missing. Yeah, get it? So what I would do is I would have Deaunna have a private conference.
Wait.
Okay. That's what I do. Remember, y'all giving me permission to say what I would do. I feel very comfortable doing that. And remember, Tracey got my coach. I think Deaunna or Grace emailed it to us. One of them emailed it to us yesterday. But that's how I started. The prices Tracey see was my confidence before ever coaching somebody. But I was already coaching. We didn't call it coaching then. It was like pastoring or something. I don't know. It was being nice. I have no idea what it was, but it wasn't coaching. It wasn't coaching. It wasn't coaching. All right, Deaunna. $25,000 a ticket. 12 people only.
Rick Ross just did it last year.
25.
No, as a matter of fact, Rick Ross did it for 30,000 with April Mason and some other people.
There you go. See?
So you can do it. It's out there. Somebody gonna pay. And you know, somebody like me, I told you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on over because I'll be wanting stuff. I'll be brave enough to ask for it. You can only tell me yes or no.
40,000, 30,000, no, 25,000 ticket, 12 people on it. Must have a passport out the country.
Oh, talk my lane. I'm sorry.
Out the country, 3-day, 7-day weekend, 7-day trip, and a mastermind. In a mastermind. Now she's going to have to build to this, but she don't need to see. So you go, well, Tony wants to know what's the step-by-step for the build though. Don't become. The building will automatically happen.
Don't make me throw my laptop at you through this camera.
25,000 per person. What you're going to do is you're going to spend $5,000 per person.
If you build it, they will come.
That's right.
Come on, Karomi Road.
She's going to spend $5,000 per person. And then she's going to spend another $5,000 for the experience. So from that 25,000, she's going to keep 15,000, 12 times, but she's going to spend 10,000 per person. Allow me to explain. Their flight, first class.
Come on, build it.
Their flight, first class. Their food, $100 a plate. Their villa paid for. All they have to do is show up. Because it's in the ticket. She's going to market it as go with me. And then this conference comes with all of this. Free flight. That's what you're going to say. Free flight. Free food, free villa, free this, free that, blah, blah, blah. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what she was missing. She ain't had no high-end product. It's a mastermind group. Let me show y'all some stuff that y'all don't even know coming out yet.
Wait. Okay, so in this I'll ask you off camera tomorrow.
You fine right now. If it helps,
okay,
because you do what you want. You can do what you want.
So
but the universe will fold if you have a vibration about said things. Hold on, let me use that as a platform real quick. You can say what you desire. Nothing's going to happen. But if you have feelings about said desire, you are activating free will.
Yeah, I'm excited because
okay,
stuff like my brain does this all day. Like think of, oh, what if I did it here? Because I would love to do a conference in St. Lucia. I would love to do a conference in Morocco. I would love to do one in Egypt. Like I did. Okay. I even want to go to Samoa, do one in Samoa. So how would this, I'm polling my audience. What, Antonio, what would make you pay $25,000 for a mastermind?
First off, all masterminds cost $40,000 and $50,000. So I actually robbed you of an extra $25,000. If I want to get an extra Grant Cardone, that costs $60,000. ET right now, his mastermind costs $45,000. You pay for access. A $25,000 mastermind is actually quite offensive. I'm not sure if y'all understand that I really robbed you. I really robbed you. So as quickly as possible, Deaunna and others, get on my level quickly, because $25,000 was inexpensive. I actually undervalue you by 100%. No, I need y'all to receive that.
Thank you for answering that question, because
Okay.
I was here to ask you. So what was on your mind when you said that price? So for you,
I didn't want to intimidate her. I just didn't want to intimidate her.
No, you
That's all.
did right, because when you said 25, I was like, I can do that. If you'd have said anything past 25, I'd be like, I don't know. My little loser would have kicked in.
So it's the cycle to push herself.
Issue in the mouth. I kind of know who you are.
Opposed to,
Yeah.
right, okay, got
Yes, I know you are. I said anything
that.
past
She's
25,000.
definitely working.
You know, because you got to remember, Tracey hit the nail on the head. It's not 25,000 is a lot of money, but 25,000 on me.
And this is
Tracey would gladly pay $25,000 for a $400,000 house, but $25,000 spend it on me. It's a big difference. Okay, go ahead, Deaunna.
and it's crazy because 346,800,000 rings loud, and I can say it with pride. I know it's mine.
Good. Stop right there. There's
Okay.
nothing need to be said after that. Don't say anything else after that. Don't excuse it. Don't explain why. Stay there until there becomes a virtue. Aristotle says that we have 3 virtues. I'll spare you these virtues, what they are, telos being the last of one of these, but I'll spare you this. What he meant by virtue is when you practice something for so much, it becomes your natural behavior now. See, not becoming angry is a virtue of Antonio. I just been through so much, and I've practiced so hard to master my emotions that now it's just regular. It's a virtue now. It is a practice behavior that is so wired into my brain that instinctively it's my natural reaction. For your law of attraction to work, Tracey and others, it needs to become a virtue. Your burning desire needs to become a virtue. I believe people would pay me $5 million to coach. And to be honest with you, I'm ready to raise that price again. But I change who I want to. I only want to coach world dignitaries. I need like the Prime Minister of England. This is what I'm trying to coach.
Hey, them the ones that need help.
The CEO of Exxon, Kanye West. I need folk. This is where I'm at. I don't want to coach. I'm really good at it. But I realize the reason I don't like coaching is because I don't like dealing with people with the same issues. I want big issues. But it makes sense though. Phil, I'm a pioneer teacher. So really, like the more I open my mouth, the more I keep proving Phil and Susan right about my makeup, about who I am. Of course I think like that. Go ahead, Tracey. Okay, you get to go, Deaunna. You got yours.
Okay, so what you said is you have practiced not being angry so that is now your virtue.
Right.
How do you practice to make those changes to your virtue?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I have a great answer for you, but I also have a great warning for you too, because you do not practice not being angry in peace times. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works.
I'm sure.
Okay.
I am sure.
Okay. So this means the very next time somebody get on your nerves, and it will happen, there's when you practice. Now, I got a couple of things I want to say about this here. Thing number 1 is monitor what angers you. That's also how weak you are and what controls you. I know you don't. Monitor what angers you. it is also how weak you are and what controls you.
Please use me as an example. Like,
Anything
I don't care.
that makes you upset.
Okay.
It's controlling you. It's also how weak you are. You are weak and wimpy. You are genuinely so weak that out the grand scheme of your life, this shit was important. Let's just, you said use you, so I'm speaking your language. You got a cussing Christian mama. You hear me? I'm using your language. You gonna die, Grace. So someone offending you was important? No. Somebody cutting you off in traffic was important? How? I want you to think, Grace, think about everything that made you angry this year. How many of them can you remember?
No, not many. I don't know.
What percentage? Give us a percentage, which means multiply by 100. Out of 100 things, these mean that she can remember. You ain't the only one.
1-2%.
So in the grand scheme of this year, which ain't even over, it didn't matter. How many of you got an argument? You was mad at somebody. 2 hours later, you can't even remember. You remember you was pissed though. You don't know what you did. Oh, what she said. But I know Tracey got me messed up though. You should have said it. You know, all right. That's you told me use your as an example.
I'm coming up with all kinds of stuff that you could have said even better. I already done told you off. Now I come up with something I could have told you off even better.
No doubt, no doubt. Then I'm not picking on you. You told me to do this. Okay. It shows you how weak you are. You do not master your emotions. You are a weakling. How does it show you that you're a weakling? Because every time you get angry, you prove that your God is a weakling. Because you're so mad about God not fixing something in your life, you get angry because God is not God there, so you need to handle it. So every time you defend yourself, you only prove to me your Christian God can't fight your battles. This is your Jerome. If I'm outside the Bible, would you let me? Okay. Right.
So you on the money. You on the money.
Every single time you get angry, I'm talking to y'all now because I don't want to just keep going to Gracie no shacking too. Every time y'all get angry, you are saying, God, you messing up. This don't belong here.
Vengeance is mine. I will repay, said the Lord.
That's it.
He takes care of that. Calm your ass down.
That's it. That's it. Go ahead, Phil.
Romans 8:28.
And we know that all things are working together for your good, for them who love God and are called according to his purpose. Got it? Now, Grace.
Hey, but before you go further, Antonio, all things?
All things.
Me, you, and Deaunna had a conversation yesterday about a piece of property, right?
We did.
Okay.
We did.
And a certain person, right?
Uh-huh.
That same person had to call me yesterday.
Look at that.
To tell me that my other sister filed an insurance policy pertaining to my mother, and they wouldn't talk to her because she not the beneficiary. I am. I don't know how much it is. It could be 500. It could be 10,000. The point is, she had to call me, and I could tell from her voice, she didn't like that. But all things.
I told Jerome.
Come on, Karomi Bro.
I told Jerome, man, that's a lot of karma she got out there, man. I don't want it to happen, but it's got to happen. I'm gonna pray for grace. But God you better fix this quickly.
And whatever that amount is, you better believe she's gonna want to try to get some. I already know.
She won't be entitled, right? She won't be entitled. Now, hear me well. Hear me well. Now, Grace, try to receive. I can just look, I see it on your face. You're a little confused or frustrated. That's okay. But again, that's how weak you are, right? I'm not calling you weak. You're being weak, y'all. I'm not calling you weak. I'm observing your fruit. This is a phone. So when I call it a phone, that's not offensive. It's a phone. It's a phone. It's not offensive. If I'm an a-hole and you say I'm an a-hole, guess what? You're not offending me. I'm just offended because I'm a weakling. You're monitoring and observing my fruit. That is not judgment. That's not judgment. Monitor what makes you angry, because what angers you shows you you're a weakling in these areas, and most importantly, it controls you. There's very few people on this planet that angered themselves to wealth. Very few people. I can think of one industry that allows you to be angry without thinking, and you can actually win, and it's politics. It's politics. It's not anything you think of. You can't even do it as like a fighter, because you got to like think while fighting. You gotta like duck and have a strategy. Politician, you get to throw out one-liners all day and get you a base and do whatever you want to do. It's only one. You're weak because something's controlling you, and your God is too weak to serve you. Those are my words, but they are your scriptures. They are. I told the lady, no, I wouldn't even tell this lady. I got a fiery email. This lady, Tracey, if I tell you this lady sent me an email, this is when I knew two things. I knew, man, I should probably watch what I'm saying. And then I went, man, I'm very effective, so I'm not going to watch what I'm saying. I literally did both of those at the same time. I was at some big event, and I told everybody, I don't trust quitters. And they said, oh my God, but you don't understand it. Everybody had excuses. Man, I said, listen, let me tell you what a quitter is. People who quit have low confidence and low self-esteem. And I can't put my legacy into the hands of someone who has low confidence and low self-esteem. This is what the email was about. And I said, because when you quit, you lack the confidence in yourself, in your dreams, and in your God to keep going. So you can't tell me anything about your faith when you lack confidence in it. And if I tell you this lady, the day after the event, sent me an email that you think I was Hitler. She cursed my existence and everything. I'll never forget it. And I remember going, two things. I wasn't shaking at all. I remember going, huh, okay. I should probably watch what I'm saying. And I remember going, nah. That's her problem. That's not me. If you quit, you lack confidence. And if you lack confidence, then you lack self-love. And if you lack self-love, then you're planting poison. If you're planting poison, why are you trying to date Tracey? Go ahead, Phil.
A lot of times people are playing to the lowest common denominator. If you would have got down to that lady's level, then you were playing to the lowest common denominator.
Right. You sure right. I'm glad you said that, because of course, she did not get a response at all. She did not get a response. She did not get a response at all. We got to wrap this up. I've enjoyed y'all on my birthday. I made it fun. This is fun for me. This is absolutely fun for me, for sure. If you have a product, one of the hardest things I had to face was charging full price for it. With all my confidence, charging full price. It wasn't until I heard some random dude, I have no idea who it is, it was just somebody on YouTube that said money is oxygen. That's all he said. It was like just a little passive statement, but I got to thinking about that. And my brain started making a meaning. Well, I'm not going to hold my breath until Janice likes me, I'ma die. So not charging full price so Janice can like me is death. Money is oxygen. And I can't hold my breath so you like me. You're going to kill me. So if you don't charge full price, you're actually dooming yourself in this universe. I will explain. When you don't charge full price, you tell the universe that you have no intentions on leaving a legacy or building one. And last time I checked, the Bible says a fool leaves no inheritance for his children. Please look it up, Deaunna. If you please look it up. Just put it just in there. Put it just in there like that. It's in there. A fool leaves no inheritance for his children. I bet it's in there. Share your screen when you find it. And then here's the deal. It's also telling the law of attraction, I didn't come here to serve others. See, when you get your $20,000, Tracey, you get to go to the store, increase that economy. You get to hire an intern, like Phil would tell you, increase that economy. You get to buy Christmas presents or whatever. You become a seed sower with 20,000 seeds. But when you tell the universe, nope, no, I won't. All right, there you go. Whoever brings ruin on their family will inherit only wind, and the fool to be servant to the wise. There you go. That's not the one, but yes, there you go. That still says it. Still says the same thing. It's in Ecclesiastes, I think, or something like that. Maybe not Ecclesiastes, whatever. A fool leaves no inheritance for his family. You cannot eat 100% of your garden and expect God to bless that. Your job is to be a good steward over what you were given, because one of the number one rules on this planet, if you ever want wealth, hear my next statement. You don't own anything. It is loaned to you. When you die, you will give it back. You don't own anything. It's just loaned to you. How dare you not give away your secret sauce to something God gave to you? You got me? Okay, it's Jerome. I ain't lying. If you give me 5 more minutes, but I ain't lying though. I ain't lying, Jerome. And we don't own nothing. We don't own a single thing. It's loaned to us. It's loaned to us. Pull up Proverbs 13:22, Deaunna. Yep. Listen. If you want to be a good man according to the Bible, Deanna's going to put that up. Good man, good woman, mankind. A good life gets passed on to the grandchildren. Ill-gotten wealth ends up with good people. Wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. That's the Message version. Okay.
Do you want me to change it to a different version? It just, the Message understands me.
Whichever one you reading, it's the perfect one.
Okay, then. Here it be.
Right, then.
It's,
there you go.
It's part A, which says that the inheritance is for the children, but that other part is the other part of the same scripture, but a sinner's.
Yeah, a sinner's, yeah, it's not righteous or something like that. It says something like that. But you can just do it just for people. You just put it in King James just for the people who King James. But trust me, I meant what I said. With the one you ain't nobody who read King James gonna have a problem with you reading. The one you reading is a good one. A good man leaving inheritance to his children, and wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. There you go. All right, wrapping this up. I told somebody go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, let me just so we can see how the things are different. A good man bequeaths his inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the virtuous.
There you go.
That's the Jerusalem Bible.
That's the Jerusalem Bible. That sounds good. That was actually a far accurate translation and the others. If you leave an inheritance, God considers you good. Now I want to wrap this up. Jordan Peterson, I was telling somebody this yesterday. Jordan Peterson says that a good man is a dangerous man that has his violence under voluntary control. I really agree with that. I really agree with that. See, I'm no good to Tracey if I can't protect her. I'm no good to Jamal if I can't protect him. Me and Jamal can't both walk around in flip-flops. Somebody got to dig their feet in the ground when we in danger. We both can't just be walking around here looking for somebody else to help us. But that's the way of the world. Man, I wish things would change. Okay, change them. No, I just wish they would change. Okay. That's why 40,000 children are dying of starvation every day. Because I wish they would change. No, change. Change them. Change them. That's your job, Grace. Now I want to end you with this. Hold on real quick. Right back. Okay. I want to end you with this. I want to go back to Grace. Great question, because they pulled at me different. Grace, do you suck? Yes. You suck. You're a piece of trash. So is all of us. No. That's your Bible again.
You just said it good. I like that.
Okay.
I've been saying it from the short. Yeah, okay.
Okay. That all of us. Paul calls us dung. I got to do with that. Okay. We are all pieces of dung and compared to the one who gave us life according to your faith. No, this is fair. Mm-hmm. So now that you know that you are a piece of flaming garbage, and so am I.
Filthy rags.
And filthy rags. So now that you know that you are, it loses its sting, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to liberate some of y'all. It's only has sting when you're the only filthy one. Look at Isaiah. Oh, woe is me. I am an unclean man of unclean lips. Because Isaiah, I swear to you, Isaiah said, oh my God, the temple is holy. The king on the throne is holy. His train is holy. The angels are holy. Only thing in here ain't holy is me. Come on now. That's your Isaiah 6. And that stings when we the only thing not holy. But I got news for you, Tracey. You ain't shit either. We are all trash. And since we know this, the sting is gone. We're everything wrong with this world. We're everything good with this world. People who do good understand how terrible they are. People who do bad hide how terrible they are. The goal is to know I have an anger problem and then have it under voluntary control. But until you own that you have an anger problem, you can't even get past the first step in the 12-step process. That thing is rooted in some serious science and biblical principles. The first step is to know. Antonio is so confident I would invalidate. Oh, I know that, Tracey. I already said that, Tracey. That's my nature. My virtue is let Tracey finish. Recognize I didn't communicate properly. Say it again. You know how many people would be here if I invalidated y'all every time y'all talk? But name me somebody with all this confidence and all this stuff. I have all the skill sets to absolutely do that. I'm actually quite nice. I just got a potty mouth sometimes. But I'm quite nice. There's two things wrong with me that, as I can see it, that I just wear no matter what. I'm going to get my scotch. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. That's going to happen. It just is what it is. I will have my drinking time. I've been to war twice. I need my stuff. And I might quote the Bible to cuss right after it. I mean, these are two things about Antonio that are consistent. God is good. Hell, I might say that and make it work. Other than that, I feed the homeless. You do great things with money, Tracey. And good people do good things with a lot of money. And God has a great use for Janice when she's wealthy. But most of us are not disciples. We are using the grace of God to get over on other people. I just want my life to when I know I'm you, Jerome, I use up all the grace of God. You hear me? I'm not, y'all going to heaven. I'm not going to heaven. Y'all going to heaven. Susan gonna have to vouch for me. Jesus, you know, just let him in. Just, just Phil gonna be telling jokes. Susan's gonna be like, just let him in. I told you, Jesus gonna turn his head. Get in here now. Get in here right now. Get in here right now. I done used up all my grace years ago. I'm just so glad that mercy, morning by morning, repeats itself. I can't remember my first sin. I can't remember my millionth sin. I can't remember my 2 millionth sin.
That's why it's cast in the sea of forgiveness. Be remembered. Come on now.
There you go. And if you be honest with yourself, neither can you. I just got the fortitude to say it out loud. Go ahead, Grace. We're in with you.
Before you go, can I please get that prompt from you? And thank you.
Yes. You need a prompt for a call.
And thank you for checking my face because it needs deliverance. Okay? Good, sexy. Thank you for that.
I'll call you right after this and give you the prompt. I'll call you right after this and give you the prompt. Sorry for forgetting that. Yes, your face needs deliverance. Your face needs deliverance. But no, what it was is you just thought it was just you and the spotlight was just you. That's the trick of the enemy, to make you think it's just you. See, I can't stop what God has for Tracey. It's impossible. Because if God deemed it, it shall be done. But what I can do is distract Tracey from going over there. That's what the enemy does. Just distracts you. The enemy can't stop your breakthrough. But the enemy most certainly can have you arguing with me, Grace. I got this opportunity to go meet with this place that I just told you about because I don't deal with people in my life. I told my dad this, I told Deaunna this year. Tommy, for 90 seconds, Grace. I told my dad this, I told Deaunna this year. I said, the person that was inboxing me, been inboxing me. But since they've been inboxing me since November. But since I stopped paying attention to 95% of the energy in my life, when they hit me up again, I had time for them. See, I'm only paying attention to 5%. And one of the things I did this year, and Susan's gonna love this, I just stopped talking to unhealed people. If you are not healed, I have no conversation for you. It's not you. I'm not mad. You're somebody else's ministry. Please go over there to Jerome. Jerome is a good person. Jerome is a good person. He has a great ministry for you. Go over there to Jerome. I only want healed people in my life. Hear me well. Because here's what would have happened had I not been acting like this. I would have looked at that message and went, I don't even know this person. I'm just not going to deal with that right now. I'm trying to tell you in my last 45 seconds, we miss our breakthroughs because we're dealing with things that distract us. So by the time the breakthroughs show up in your inbox, Deaunna, you ain't got time for it. You say things like, I just need a break right now, and you never get back to it. Or you say things like, that's not a real person. I actually thought it was a Nigerian pretending to be somebody in my inbox. I really did. I really did. Yeah, I really did. Look, check your messages every day and make sure, like sometime today, have the faith. I don't know what Deaunna is praying for. I promise you it will show up today. But if she's distracted, she won't see it. Every day, every time you wake up, this universe, God, is always putting your footstools in front of you to get higher. We just miss them. We just miss them. We miss them because the enemy got us distracted. All right, Grace, I'm going to call you right now. Thank y'all all so much. We'll see you tonight. Am I doing tonight? Did you tell me, or did you have something? I'm not doing tonight, but I want to do tonight.
If you want to.
Are you going to have me busy? Okay, Deaunna, I'm gonna get in trouble. Shut your mouth.
No,
I'm listening to my. Yep, I'm listening to it, Deaunna. I can hear her say, "Shut up, Antonio. Shut up." Yes, ma'am.
Did you see that?
There would be no path bender tonight. There would be no path bender tonight. Now. No path bender tonight. Deaunna told me to shut.
I was just gonna say we're skipping Pathbender.
Deaunna sent me a signal. I felt it. She sent me a signal. She was like,
I feel that in my phone.
Her camera came on, okay?
When you gonna lie to shut up, boy? When is you gonna lie to
Yes,
shut up?
I see her face.
I shut it up. We'll see y'all next Thursday. You can plan better. You can dominate. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Love you more.
Thank you, big sis. Love you more.
Happy birthday, Reb.
War averted.
Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Smith Jr.